Listen, making $500 a day or $15,000 per month, it is truly life-changing. Just for a sec, imagine never having to worry about your bills at the end of the month, or just being able to buy anything you want without sweating over the price tag. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Fred, and just a couple years ago, I was still broke, depressed, and miserable. I hated my life to say the least. Fast forward to today, I'm now running a profitable online business and living the type of life I could only dream of as a kid. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I've slept in a basement infested with rats, and I've also slept in 5-star hotels, just like I've been in a $10,000 car and a $150,000 car. Well, let me tell you one thing, the difference is night and day. And that is exactly why my goal with this video is to show you how you can earn $500 a day with online side hustles. And everything I'm about to share with you in this video, I've personally tried and tested. Now keep in mind that you can also turn all of those side hustles into full-blown businesses and take them to 7 figures a year. The first side hustle on our list is affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? You basically promote other people's products instead of promoting your own. And then, whenever a customer buys the product that you're promoting, you will receive a commission as an affiliate. The pros of this side hustle is that you don't need to waste months, even years of your life in product and research development. You don't need to figure out exactly what people want. You simply need to find a product which is already in high demand and go sell that product. It's kind of like being a car salesman, except that with affiliate marketing, you get to do it from the comfort of your home or literally anywhere in the world, as long as you have a steady internet connection and a laptop. But more than that, you get to pick your own hours and your income is not directly tied to your time, which if you were to be a salesman for like let's say a car dealership, your time would be directly linked to the amount of money that you can generate. Now since you don't have to create a product yourself, this means that you never run the risk of wasting months, even sometimes years of your life, building a product from the ground up and then it turns out no one wants it, no one cares to buy it. So instead you can go straight to selling. A lot of people, they want to be successful in business and they think that to be able to achieve this, they need to do something which has never been done before, to reinvent the wheel. But let me tell you one thing, you don't need to. I mean, do you seriously think that every single millionaire is smart, talented, gifted, or has invented something revolutionary? No. I mean, quite frankly, you'll meet some millionaires and they're quite stupid. Now with this business model, the other pro is that you can also remain anonymous. I know that a lot of people, they don't want to create content on social media and show their faces, and that is completely understandable, because when you start to get to a certain level of fame, when you start to have a big following, it also comes with its fair share of disadvantages. I mean, to be able to do this, you need to be willing to give up a part of your anonymity to expose your private life with the rest of the world, and that is completely understandable if you don't want to do that. Now of course this side hustle would be too good to be true if it didn't have any cons. The cons of this side hustle is that if you use paid advertising or paid promotions like let's say influencer marketing to get traffic, the truth is that your margins are going to be razor thin, because first you will only be paid a certain commission. So if you get let's say a 10% commission on a lamp which is worth $50, you're only going to make $5 per sale. So to get to $10,000 a month or $15,000 a month, which is $500 a day, it would take you a lot of sales, a lot of customers every single month. And the more people you need to convince to buy your product, the harder it is. Now, if you use organic marketing to promote the products you're going to be selling, it's a different story. You can be extremely profitable. But for that to happen, you need to be getting millions of impressions, millions of views every single month. And that isn't the easiest thing to achieve. And then the other con of this side hustle is that since you're only getting paid a commission because you're promoting someone else's products, you're only going to get a fraction of the actual value of the transaction, as opposed to if you were to promote your own products. Now, how realistic is it to succeed with this side hustle? Honestly, it's really going to depend on the strategy that you use. Like I said, if you get a lot of traffic, millions of views every single month, dozens of millions of views with organic marketing, like posting content on TikTok, on YouTube, you can definitely make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. But if you go to paid ads, your margins, just like with dropshipping or other product-based businesses, are going to be extremely thin. And that is still the case if you promote digital products. So my advice to you is this: if you want to go down the route of affiliate marketing, try to use organic marketing to get as much traffic as possible in front of your offer. But not only that, don't promote basic items that you can find on let's say Amazon, physical products. The reason being, the profit margins are going to be extremely low on those sort of products, so you will only get paid a small commission, which will result in low profit margins. Instead, you want to go for the high ticket programs and high ticket products. Usually it's going to be coaching programs, digital products like courses, because let's say the product is sold for $2,000. If you get a 10% commission every time someone buys the product, you get $200 in your pocket. If you make a couple sales a day, you could be making $600 per day, and all of that without the constraints of having a regular job. And then you can also promote softwares with affiliate marketing. You can find softwares that will keep paying you every single month, so it's kind of passive income, as long as the customer keeps using the software. The next side hustle on our list is to create a TikTok team page. So what would you need to do exactly? Exactly. You'd need to run, to manage, to post content on TikTok pages related to a certain niche, like it could be fitness, cars, it could be travel, anything really. And the way that you monetize this is either by selling your own products, doing affiliate marketing, or having sponsors. The pros of this side hustle is that you can also remain anonymous. You don't necessarily have to show your face to grow a large following on TikTok. You could do, let's say, compilations of luxury items, luxury cars, luxury travels, vacations. These kind of videos get millions, even sometimes billions of views. Now, when you have a large following, a lot of brands are going to start reaching out to you to offer sponsored deals. And you can make a lot of money with sponsors, trust me. If you get paid $5,000 for one single sponsor, if you get 3 sponsors a month, you're making $15,000 per month. Now, keep in mind that the larger your audience, the more companies are going to be willing to pay you. Now, the other pro of this hat also is that TikTok is booming right now. So you post a piece of content, it's easy to get a lot of views. I mean, compare that to Instagram. A while ago when Instagram just started out, it was easy to get followers, to get views, because it was new. TikTok is a lot more recent than Instagram. Nowadays, if you really want to grow on Instagram, it is a lot more difficult because a lot more people got on the platform. So if you start a TikTok team page today, you can benefit from the fact that TikTok is still quite recent. So it's easier to grow. Now, the cons of this hat hustle is that it's going to take a lot of time to create all of the content yourself. Now, later down the line, when you start to make some money, you can hire some people, freelancers, virtual assistants, to create the content pieces for you. But when you're just starting out, most likely you won't have the budget for it. So this means you'll have to do the work yourself. And then you need to understand that you are not going to get 1 million followers overnight. Building a loyal, a dedicated audience, it is a process that takes months, and in reality, it takes years. So a lot of the time what happens is that people quit before they actually see any success. The reason why a lot of people fail, it's not because they don't have the skills, the intelligence, or even the work ethic. It's because they stop believing that it's possible, and so they quit. They don't see any results, and they just give up. But you never know how close you are to your big breakthrough. For all you know, tomorrow you are about to blow up on social media. But guess what? You deleted your account. I mean, the truth is that, to give you an example, on YouTube, most channels will never even reach 1,000 subscribers. Why? Because people quit before they even get to that level. Now, how realistic is it to succeed with this business model? As long as you make good content, you don't give up. You keep learning and improving based on the feedback that you get from TikTok users. If you're willing to be patient over the course of months and years, you will definitely start making a good income every single month. So my advice to you is this: with this business model, perseverance is key. Moving on to side hustle number 3, which is consulting. So what is consulting exactly? What does it even mean? When you start a consulting business or a side hustle, it essentially means that you're going to be providing services to either other individuals or other businesses. So to give you an example, if you were to sell a service to, let's say, a business, you could do lead generation, video editing, copywriting, email marketing, things like that. Now, on the other hand, if you were to sell a service to an individual, it could be, let's say, helping busy executives to get in the best shape of their lives. It could be helping people, couples, to solve their marital issues. The pros of this side hustle is that you can charge high ticket prices, anywhere from $1,500 up to $10,000 per deal. So that means per customer. And depending on your offer, this can even be a monthly recurring fee, because if you target businesses, if you do lead generation for them, copywriting, email marketing, video creation, content creation, and other things like that, every single month they will need your services, so they'll keep paying you. Now, the reason why you can charge high prices like that, it is because you solve a very valuable problems for people. For a business, if you can get them more views, more impressions, if you can get them more customers, more sales, it is extremely valuable. Just like for an individual, if you can help them to get in the best shape of their life, to solve their marital issues, or to let go of their addictions, the same addictions they've been struggling with all of their lives, that is an extremely powerful transformation. I can't even put into words how grateful people are when you can help them to accomplish these kind of things. The other pro of this hat also is that you'll get high profit margins because your costs are typically low. It's not like you need to rent an office space and have 10,000 employees. You just need a laptop, a steady internet connection, and the other pro is that you can have someone do the work for you. If you do a lead generation service, like let's say Facebook ads, YouTube ads, if you don't have the skills to do it yourself, you can simply find an experienced but also relatively inexpensive contractor to do the work for your customers. So you never run the risk of spending money up front, of hiring people, and then you don't get any sales, your business doesn't work. Why, you may ask? Because you'll get a customer, and with the money that you got from the customer, you take a part of it, not all of it, and you pay a contractor who's going to deliver the work on time and right for your customer. So you're basically a middleman. You keep a part of the profits, and the time that you don't have to spend doing the work for the customer, whether it be lead generation, whether it be copywriting, instead you can put that time into growing your business, improving it, reaching out to more leads, etc. Because all by yourself, you only have so many hours in a day. You can't be doing everything all of the time. If you truly want to have an empire, or even if you want to get to $15,000 per month and you want to actually be free, not be working every single waking hour, you need to start thinking like a business owner, not like a self-employed person. So the other pro of this business model is that since you'll be leveraging leveraging the skills and the experience of someone else. You yourself don't need decades of work experience in that field. And then you only need a customer or two to be able to quit your job and go full-time. Now compare that with affiliate marketing, you would need thousands of sales every single month. You also don't need to create content and to build a personal brand on YouTube, on TikTok, or on Facebook. And if you provide a monthly recurring service, like we've seen it, email marketing, lead generation, and other similar services, every single month you know how much money you'll make in advance. So it takes off some stress of business off of your shoulders, because in business your income is typically seasonal, or at least every month is going to vary. It's not going to be the same thing. But like I said, if you sell monthly recurring services, you don't have to worry about that. Now the cons of this hat also is that you'll need to wear many hats, understand many aspects of business. You'll need to understand client acquisition, sales, marketing, customer support, customer delivery, and many other things. So on your own, it can be extremely difficult to succeed with, because you won't know exactly what to do. And if you make mistakes, if you're all by yourself, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you keep making the same mistakes on repeat. You think you're moving forward, you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not. And the things that you do, they actually take you further and further away from getting to 10K per month. Now, how realistic is it to succeed with this business model? Well, to go full-time, you only need 2 customers. If you sell a service for $2,000 per month, if you get 2 customers, you are making $4,000 a month. And all of that without slave-like hours or expensive university degrees. It's also a booming industry, and there is a lot more demand than people who actually provide. So that is a good sign. It means there is a lower competition for now. My advice to you is this: seek out advice from mentors who've been through the same path. Consulting is the business that changed my life, and I wouldn't be where I am today, I wouldn't be making this video if I hadn't started my own consulting business years ago. Now, if you would like to discover exactly how you can start your own consulting business, I've recorded a free video, a free guide, which is going to explain everything in detail. And I'm also going to give you access for completely free to the 3-step process that you can use to get your first customers as quickly as possible. It's the first link in the description below. Moving on to the 4th side hustle, which is to become a thumbnail designer for content creators. More and more people are starting YouTube channels because they want to leverage the insane power of the new economy we just entered in, which is the attention economy. Back then, if you wanted to start a business, you would have needed to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars in startup capital. You'd needed to open factories, to buy some land. You would also have needed to know the right people, to be within the right inner circles. But to be able to achieve that, you would have needed to be pretty damn privileged in the first place, which for most people wasn't the case. I mean, just a few decades ago, the internet didn't even exist, and a lot of people, it was their lifetime's dream to open up their own little shop. So they saved up all of their lives, and a lot of those people, they never even got to open that shop in the first place. And nowadays, literally anyone can make a lot of money on the internet. And to get started, what you need is a laptop, a steady internet connection. It is a crazy opportunity. Why? Because all barriers to entry have been removed. Now you don't need to come up with millions of dollars or to be in the right inner circles to start making money online. And some people manage to become multi-millionaires in less than 5 years. Try to accomplish that with any other career. It's impossible. But that is exactly why, as a content creator, if you want to stand out, you need attention-grabbing thumbnails. Because when viewers are shown your video, it's the first thing they're going to see. So if they don't like the title, the thumbnail, they're not going to click on it. You could have a great video. It could be extremely valuable. But if people don't click on that thumbnail because of the way it is packaged, you'll never get the views. And that is why on YouTube especially, packaging matters a lot. So as a thumbnail designer, you bring a lot of value to content creators. You help them to get more views, which in turn will lead to more money, more customers. The pros of this side hustle is that just like with the other side hustles, you can literally work anywhere in the world and you get to pick your own hours. Now, if you have a creative mind, this is the perfect side hustle for you. And also because there are lots of content creators, it is a big market. The cons of this side hustle is that it's really your skills, your work experience, which is going to differentiate you from the rest of the competition. Because believe it or not, there is a lot of competition. So if you don't offer something truly unique, you run the risk of just being like another commodity. Now, how realistic is it to succeed with this business model? If you can find a way to differentiate yourself from the pool of competitors, you can make a very decent income every single month. My advice to you is this: if you reach out to a content creator, let's say it's on Instagram, make sure your profile contains your portfolio. Post pictures of your work, because I'll tell you this, I have a lot of people reaching out to me, and it's not like we even have a huge social media presence at the time I'm making this video. But when people, they reach out to me, they don't have any pictures of their work, of the kind of thumbnails that they make. I click on their profile, it's a blank profile. It doesn't inspire trust. It doesn't spark people's curiosity. So before you reach out to someone, make sure your profile is optimized. Now, side hustle number 5 is to become a remote sales rep. Essentially, your job as a sales rep, it would be to take sales meetings for companies that sell high-ticket products and services. You would need to follow a specific framework, a sales script, to close the leads on a meeting. Now, not everyone you speak to will actually become a paying customer. There is what we call a closing rate. It means that typically only 10 to let's say 40% if the leads are extremely qualified, will actually go ahead and buy what the company has to offer. The pros of this side hustle is that you can work flexible hours and also anywhere in the world because it's a remote job. And if you get a 10% commission on a 2K deal, that's $200. So if you close a call a day, you're making $200 a day. And the other pro of this side hustle is that you don't need to create any content to become famous, or even to create a product, or even to do service delivery. All you need to do is to sell. The cons of this side hustle is that you're going to be limited when it comes to how much time you can invest in it, because your income is directly tied to how many sales calls you can take. And you need to understand that as a sales rep, you'll have many highs and lows. The reason why this happens is because you can have 10 people in a row telling you, yes, I'm selling up, and then 15 people back to back telling you, no, I don't care. So you've got to be ready for that. You don't want to become too immersed in the process that you forget to look at the bird's eye view of things. Now, how realistic is it to succeed with this side hustle? The hardest part is finding the company that is going to hire you. Now, you can go on Google and do a simple search, type remote sales rep jobs, or you can also go on social media and look for the companies that are explicitly trying to hire new sales reps. My advice to you is this: be ready to learn a lot. The best sales reps are the ones who learn the most and who practice the most. It is true in literally any field. So what you want to do is to read books, follow courses, attend workshops and seminars. You always want to learn more. And what's great, if you become, let's say, a remote sales rep, you'll learn a lot of valuable skills. And later on, if you want to start a business, whatever it may be, you will still know exactly how to sell. You'll understand the psychology of people, why they want certain things and why they don't want others. So again, it is extremely valuable. With that said, if you would like to discover how you can make your first $1,000 online in 90 days or less, I've created a private program and a private community of highly dedicated entrepreneurs who are on the same mission. If you want to learn more about it, it's the second link in the description below. And with that said, as always, I am waiting for you on the other side.